Paimon feels like a whole new Paimon after those 2 days in the hot springs. Still spinning the Kaholasaur. Oh, and a tea of snacks yelling at.
Hey, you guys. Sleep well last?
Yep.
Glad you like it.
Hey, Moalani!
Yeah? What do you need?
The team's
And Kachina?
Kachina, but don't worry.
That's a relief.
Exactly.
All right, thanks for letting... Jeez, she sounded a little anxious.
Mualani, not...
At a glance, it's certain, but through our long history of fight... 500 years ago. That's right. And NATLAN was the worst affected of all. It took the combined efforts of the then Pyro Archon and here... Even so, our tribe's waters were contaminated. It was like each disaster was designed for a specific tribe. Exactly. We now believe the...
And that's how it became so deep.
Yes. And that's why we... Luckily, now every...
You must have had to
Every battle. Responsibility. But I believe to think that my name could survive in ballads passed down to future generations. It's kind of romantic. Everyone has something that drives them. Anyway, let's head... The sea's not go...
Whoa, this place is packed already.
Of course. Kachina's gonna be so flustered. She's never had this many eyes on her before.
Yeah, she doesn't seem like the kind of person who...
Looks like I'm just in time.
Kenichi!
Yeah, a commission.
Yeah, it's all taken care of.
Hey, look! Is it about to...
That's right. Come on, let's find a spot. Let's go somewhere.
Warriors of NATLAN, heed the call of life! We are the inheritors of memory and legend! Those who grew alongside sun and wind! Those who forged our own destiny and future! That is NATLAN's fire, the lifeblood of our nation!
I could not find Kachina within the Night Kingdom, or locate her ancient name.
What?
What does that even mean?
Usually once the ode is complete, the Pyro Archon and resurrected person will emerge from the flames. But something went wrong.
What's going on? This has never happened before. Well, I think it's pretty obvious. Clearly, the team sent to fight the Abyss didn't win after all. Think about it. The Ode rekindles all victors. We've witnessed it countless times. Since the Archon couldn't find Kachina in the Night Kingdom, that must mean there's more to this victory than meets the eye.
Hey! You just haven't gotten over the fact that Kachina beat you in the pilgrimage!
Pathetic. The both of you.
Your wild guesses are misplaced. We completed our mission.
Maybe you did, but who's to say whether that little girl even contributed at all? Maybe she got scared and ran off. Why would the YUB recognize someone like her, even if she was on the winning team?
How dare you insult a hero of NATLAN like that? Kachina sacrificed herself to repel the Abyss. She doesn't deserve to be subjected to your vile rumors when she's not even here to defend herself.
Calm down, Mughulani. There's no point arguing with the likes of them.
I can't just sit here and let them slander her like that.
To insult a hero of NATLAN, the person actually has to be a hero.
You...
Think about it, everyone. Who do you think is really at fault here? A girl who never should have even gone to war? Or the great Pyro Archon? Why would the rules of our nation suddenly stop working?
That's true. If she wasn't revived, it must mean she failed to achieve victory. Maybe the YUB interpret victory in different ways?
I mean, that girl didn't look all that strong to me.
Kachina wouldn't have run! That's not like her at all!
No, she's been waiting for this moment for too long. No matter how daunting the situation, no matter how scared she might feel, she's always the first person to stand up and face it head on. We don't even know what happened, so don't you dare try to use this as an excuse to vent your anger or slander her reputation.
Fine. We'll find out what happens soon enough. Then, we'll see who truly deserves glory.
That's enough. There is no doubt about today's victory, or Kachina's part in it. She is a hero worthy of our admiration and celebration. However, the failure of today's ceremony is undeniable. Kachina has not been rekindled, and I offer you all my deepest apologies as I continue to investigate this matter. To prevent further casualties, I have decided to suspend the pilgrimage until this matter is resolved.
What?
No one is all-knowing. No one is infallible, not even myself. But doubt is a means by which we seek the truth, not a weapon we wield against others.
I didn't mean it that way, Archon. I just...
If there are things you wish to clarify, then ask me directly. Doubt my answer if you wish. But now's your chance. You have concerns? State them.
No, of course not.
Even though I have said nothing to change your mind, then it would seem the truth never mattered to you at all.
That guy doesn't even have the courage to answer the Pyro Archon's question. So much for all that glory talk earlier.
I have a question, Archon. My friend Kachina. Do you have any idea where she is? It's extremely important to me. I know you said you were investigating the situation, but I'm sorry, that's not enough.
I've already shared everything I know. If you want to learn the truth and rescue your friends sooner, you should join the investigation. So, what do you say?
Of course I'll join.
In that case, come see me in the speaker's chamber.
We should join them.
Oh, and if it's not too much trouble, could you drop by as well, Traveler? I'd like to have a chat. Rest assured, everyone, I'll keep the tribal chiefs informed on the progress of the investigation. Once again, I apologize for the outcome of this ceremony. If there are no further questions, let's part for now.
Did she just ask us to come along?
I believe she did. Let's go. I'd like to know what's going on myself.
The situation is urgent, so I'll get straight to the point. Kachina is undoubtedly a hero of NATLAN, and I'm deeply sorry this happened to her. There's been unrest in the Night Kingdom until we find an...
And that means...
That's correct.
How long will that take?
It's hard to say.
Kachina always dreamed of fighting the Abyss. She wasn't afraid of... Whenever we sat down together, exhausted from training, she would always hum the Ode of Resurrection. She was supposed to come back to us. We were supposed to hug her and celebrate with her and share her joy. We supported her every step of the way, but what are we supposed to do now? Sit peacefully and wait for her return? Lose ourselves in grief over her death? Tell me, Are we her friends? Or her murderers?
That's not fair, Mualani.
It's all right. I understand your rage and your grief. Kachina's life means a great deal to me, Mualani. Believe me, I want to bring her back as soon as possible. I would give you that peace of mind if I could. But please, hear what I have to say so I can at least give you a broader picture of the issue we are now facing. Considering the recent attack on your tribe, I believe the Abyss has found a new means of undermining the rules of our nation.
You mean...
The Sacred Flame. The foundation of our resistance against the Abyss. If we continue to hold the pilgrimage and send teams to fight the Abyss, there will likely be more casualties. But if we stop altogether, the Sacred Flame will only grow weaker. The Abyss will scale up their attacks, and the tragedy we saw with the people of the Springs will only be the first of many.
If we compare the two choices, the former seems to be the lesser of two evils. Sorry, I know that may sound harsh, but I bear the name Malipo. Weighing the costs is my duty. The raw truth can be cruel. But we need to understand it if we want to approach this rationally.
But what would you say, Mualani? This is personal for you, and unlike Kanich, I dare say it's not a simple case of weighing up which course of action is less painful, is it?
No. I can't choose between them, and I don't want to. Saying that one is preferable over the other is disrespectful to the people who suffered.
You're saying it doesn't matter whether I suspend the pilgrimage. The consequences will be equally painful.
Yes. What happened to Kachina breaks my heart. But I couldn't bring myself to sacrifice other people for her sake.
And that is the crux of the problem. It's not simply a matter of choosing the lesser of two evils. Either way, there will be people who suffer. Once doubt has crept in, the people will no longer unite in battle against the Abyss. And that is exactly what the Abyss wants. Their ultimate goal isn't to break the rules that make the Ode of Resurrection work. It's to destroy the people's faith in them. To prevent what happened to Kachina from happening to anyone else, we need to suspend the pilgrimage. So that is my current plan. And in the meantime, I've made efforts to strengthen each tribe's defenses. Then, we have to find another way of strengthening the Sacred Flame to keep the Abyss at bay. This won't be easy. I'll need time to figure out the best approach. I understand your anger, Mualani, but I hope that provided some clarity, at least.
Wow. Hyman thought things were gonna get heated for a second, but the Pyro Archon took the time to explain everything so patiently.
I owe you an apology, Archon. I let myself get carried away earlier, and I'm sorry. You're right. We need to focus on finding solutions.
We could always hold the pilgrimage without sending a team to fight in the Night Warden Wars. That way, we would still be able to fuel the Sacred Flame.
I've considered that, but the two events have nearly always been linked. Without the chance to fight the Abyss, pilgrimage rankings lose their prestige, and competitor numbers will drop. With fewer participants, the amount of contending fire produced will decrease, and the vicious cycle will continue indefinitely.
So, essentially, the Abyss is taking Kachina hostage.
You've learned about the concept of ley lines during your travels, yes? The Night Kingdom is something similar. Staying there for a short period of time shouldn't have an effect on the person. But with the Abyss in the picture, it's a different story. Your sense of self will be devoured, until eventually you become one with the Sea of Souls. Imagine pouring a cup of water into a rushing river. You can try to scoop up another cup, but there's no chance it will be the same water you had before. I won't sugarcoat it. That is the danger Kachina is currently facing.
Just like you said, Archon. Both of these problems need to be addressed. You can focus all your efforts on dealing with the Sacred Flame. I will go search for Kachina.
The Abyss poses the same threat to you as it does to her. It is very possible you will not return. Knowing that, do you still choose to go?
Kachina's waiting for us to rescue her. That's all that matters.
I failed to protect her during our campaign, but I can make it up to her now. I choose to go as well.
Traveler? What do you think?
Understood. Then I'll support you in any way I can. The Masters of the Nightwind have a technique that can extract an ancient name from the ley lines. If we can find Kachina's ancient name, I can use the link between them to pinpoint her position within the Night Kingdom. Then comes the hard part. You need to visit the Night Kingdom in person and rescue her.
But isn't the Night Kingdom a land of souls? Can we even go there?
Under normal circumstances, only the consciousness can enter. But there is a way to go there in person. However, know that the Night Kingdom will attempt to repel you, and the Abyss certainly won't leave you be.
That's fine by me.
Same here. Fighting the Abyss is nothing new for me.
So, Paimon's the only one who's scared? Well, if you're going, Traveler, Paimon's going too.
Citlali of the Masters of the Nightwind once created an artifact that can be used to communicate with the Wyab. We call it the Spirit Speaker Stone. It was originally used as a ceremonial artifact wielded by the tribal chiefs, but that spiritual quality also means it can be used to search for an ancient name.
That was the artifact I delivered to the Scions of the Canopy a few days ago. Didn't think I'd be hearing about it again so soon.
Thank you so much for your help, everyone.
Your thanks are unnecessary. I will offer you whatever aid I can, but your fellowship and courage are what will truly decide the success of this operation. Besides, you're the ones helping me. I can only focus on one thing at a time, after all. Traveler, I certainly didn't expect our first conversation to be so serious. I've heard all about your accomplishments. Ever since you arrived, I've been hoping to meet you and offer you NATLAN's highest level of hospitality.
Why?
Why? Is that not what happened in the other nations you visited?
Yeah, things were pretty complicated at the start. And, you know, in the middle. But our reputation's solid nowadays.
That's more like it. After perhaps even more than you can imagine. Ideally, this—
Oh, I almost forgot. Atea was wounded in the fight against the Abyss. She wanted us to give this to you. It embodies fond memories and my strength of will. That's what she asked us to tell you. She said you'd know what that means.
I didn't think this day would come so soon. The flames of her life force. I can feel them flowing within the talisman. If things were different, the two of us could have enjoyed the hot springs together while she gave this to me in person. We're supposed to be hot spring buddies after all. But don't worry. This talisman means a great deal to me. I'll take good care of it, and once this is all over, I'll pay Atea a visit.
You said you didn't want to jeopardize the production of contending fire. But that's not at all why you decided to suspend the pilgrimage, is it?
You're right. Even now, the production of contending fire is far from sufficient. The gradual corrosion caused by the Abyss has resulted in a massive shortage of pyro energy, and we're currently at the breaking point. As things stand, the pilgrimage is a lost cause. Suspending it allows us to save our strength to defend the tribes. The Abyss has brought catastrophe to NATLAN, and Kachina's disappearance in the Night Kingdom is a direct consequence of that.
We can't let the—
No. But if I said nothing at all,
Another simple...
I have never— Let's go.
You mean—
Yes. The sacred flame must never go out. Not only does it strike fear in the abyss, but it's also the pillar of NATLAN's stability. So until our heroes...
But that can only last so...
Don't let those chosen by all we can...
Even so,
I possess great strength, but I'm not above my people. This is part of my duty.
Archon, it's the Fatui!
The Archon of NATLAN. A force to be reckoned with. The secret of the ley lines is no secret to me. Long have they been destined for ruin. And since the oath made 5 centuries ago remains unfulfilled, what use is the Gnosis in your hands?
I don't know what you mean. But it sounds like this is about more than the Tsaritsa.
In times of crisis, someone must pick up the mantle of salvation. Your plan has reached an impasse, and now it falls to me to create new rules for NATLAN. But before the dawn of a new age, the old must be destroyed.
I assume that's the end of your speech? Good. People like us. Let our blades do the talking! Masters of the Night Wind. Send word. The captain and his followers must be apprehended.
are you alright, Archon?
He was a formidable opponent. Exactly what I would expect from the first of the Fatui Harbingers.
I never imagined someone could match you in combat. If the Tsaritsa sent him here, why would he—
Yeah.
The Harbingers are— but I'm sure the
Whatever his motive.
No. The wound I inflicted should hold him back. Besides,
In other words, there are traitors among them.
not necessarily. When we exchange— Kanich, go to the Masters of the—
Of course, I'll have—
Yes. NATLAN's strength has never rested solely in its Archon. Together we foresaw the only path that leads to our nation's future. We must trust in that vision now.
Is everything okay, Archon?
Completely fine. Just lamenting the fact that I never got a picture when I just hope the others have a safe journey.
What's happening at the stadium? Did something explode?
It feels like the Archon unleashed her power. She must be fighting a formidable opponent.
Should we go back and check what's going on?
Have faith in the Archon.
Once we find Kachina's ancient name.
Okay.
That's Wyna, the tribal chief. Let's head over to him.
Chaska.
Nice to see you again, Wyna. I'm afraid we don't have time for pleasantries, so I'll get right to it.
Whoa, hold on.
My friend Kachina.
Rescuer? From the...
That's right.
I'm sorry, but someone needs to... The nature of battle.
I appreciate what you're...
I thought you might say that.
Is something wrong? Life isn't complete.
If you're that determined...
Thank you.
Huh. Seems like you two go way back.
Oh, Chaska's a peacekeeper. Her younger sister...
Oh, you have a younger sister.
Yes, but let's get back to business.
As you probably know, your intended destination is completely different from the real world. The Night King, in that sense...
We couldn't do that.
With a little practice, I'm sure you could.
Who?
Vichama. He's got a keen eye.
Vichama?
He's one of Auntie Attack. Where can we find him?
Ever since Malco passed.
Thank you. We'll go.
Good luck.
admiring the scenery from the... Hello there, are you Vichama?
That's me. Did you need something? What? You're saying you can bring someone back from the Night Kingdom? How is that even possible? No, if you really think of it.
Are you...
Everything's fine. After I help you...
your friend?
Yes.
That's not a problem.
Yeah.
Then we're agreed. I see. From what I can tell, once the connection is established...
Wow, you could...
I'll go find it.
We'll go right away.
First,
Wait, are you?
by creating some...
Oh, I see.
Right. Normally you could...
Gotcha!
Alright, let's split up. See that clearing? Oh, and...
What do you think, Chaska?
Anyway, it'll take some time to...
What an odd guy. He seems so defeated, but also really invested in the stone at the same time.
I don't have any... Hang on.
Watch your footing. In the sky, too, while we're at it.
Hello.
Hook ropes? As in rock climbing equipment?
Yes. How much? Oh, the whole deal.
Wait.
What, you want me to...
Oh, no problem at all. I'll even pass along some information on the house. All right.
Now we need the obsidian. Let's go talk to the...
Excuse me. Do you sell obsidian?
Why, yes.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Relax. Everything...
I know, it's just... Kachina always cares.
Well, would you look at that? I did bring an extra. Here you go, young lady. How does it look?
Perfect! Thank you.
If you hadn't shown up, here you go. How's he doing?
Do you know what happened between them?
I heard about it in passing while I was out. Melko was an 5 years ago, but on the eve,
Then what happened?
the team agreed. Vichama didn't. It's just Vichama went into a deep. Oh, you're not. I've tried. The abyss has caused so much suffering. Anyway, that's the gist of it.
Did you get everything?
Yep, it's all...
I've made all the as agreed. I'll help you. Go ahead. After Malko, if I had been... I've always...
But that the pyro arc...
There might not... Alright. Let's get to it. Make sure you prepare yourselves for battle. As I said, the stone will link the mortal realm to the Night Kingdom. The abyss will likely emerge in response.
Look at that golden thing. It must be one of those fragments Vichama mentioned. Let's get closer. Whoa, monsters incoming! Watch
much longer, Vichama?
Not long! We're getting close!
Vichama!
Quick! Take it! I found Kachina's ancient name. Hang in there, Malko. Just a little longer.
Something's not right. The power of the Abyss is getting stronger.
The Abyss is corroding his body! Vichama, you can't keep going, you'll die!
I should have died 5 years ago. I just need a little more time. Please, I'm almost there. Thank you.
Whoa, watch out! The power of the Abyss is strong.
This power.
Hanging in there?
Malko. No! Why can't I find him? Why?
We can't wait any longer. Pull him away from the stone, Mualani.
I already tried, but the power of the Abyss has him in a chokehold. It's like he's tied to the stone with an invisible rope.
In that case, we have no choice. I'm sorry, Seed Molly. Get back!
Chaska, wait!
Ouch! What happened just now? It looked like the Spirit Speaker stone was...
The stone's power was spiraling out of control. The only way to stop it was to destroy it. You were all caught in the shockwave of the explosion. You might feel dizzy for a while, but...
Give us a heads up next time, will you? You're lucky we managed to dodge it in time.
I thought I said to get back.
Yeah, barely a second before you made it go poof. Not everyone has your reflexes, Chaska. We were this close to getting dragged into the explosion.
Okay.
At least Kachina's ancient name is still in one piece. Wait, where's Vichama? Vichama!
Vichama!
I couldn't find Malko's ancient name. It must be completely gone by now. Once your ancient name disappears, there's no coming back. From the very beginning, I knew there was a slim chance, but still. And now... it's too late to save him. From the minute he left that day, it was already too late.
Vichama.
I'm sure he's heard enough condolences over the years. Let's just give him some space.
Huh? What's that in your hands, Vichama? It looks like something's glowing!
Huh? This is...
Hey, Malko. Got any strength left?
Not enough to swing a sword, but to say a few last words? Sure.
Too bad. No one will get to hear them. I never thought I'd actually die on this mission. Not that I'm afraid to die. It's just... hard. Thinking about my mom's face when she hears the news.
Guess I have something to be thankful for then. My parents died a long time ago. They won't have to mourn me. Pisak! Always had to beat me at everything, didn't you? Right to the end, you were never one for goodbyes. Maybe you're right. Maybe no one will get to hear our last words. But just in case... Vichama, I'm so glad you didn't come with us. Don't be sad. Just keep on living. For the both of us.
Was that a memory?
Seems like we were able to salvage something after all.
Of course. Seeing him here, but
A deep
Malco was always, for all these years.
Bichama.
I'm fine. When you asked for but once allowed to fester, guilt. If I could do it all that way, even if there are critical that's something.
Thank you. I promised I would find her.
That's good to hear.
Once abyssal corrosion enters the body, a portion will fuse. Thanks to her, though. Just speaking from experience.
Anyway, we've recovered Kachina's ancient.
Koichi, are you...
I think you know
Honestly, it's... They're back.
Koichi?
Don't play dumb with your own sister. My apologies, everyone. I just need to...
I'll be just a moment.
Who was that?
Koichi, Chaska's younger sister. It's not really my story to tell. She was that strength of...
For some reason?
Well...
I remember. Eventually, it sounds like she's...
that...
Oh, I get it.
I'm all for your adventure. Still...
All right, it's just...
I don't have...
That attitude is exactly the problem.
Well...
Again with... But...
What do you mean?
You bought off Uncle Wina.
You feel like you went back...
Oh...
This is important.
You don't know that?
All right, whatever. Time out.
Chaska does it...
Then...
But the
That's a different issue.
I've also...
Sometimes you have to make sacrifices. All right, let's stop this here.
Is that a threat? That sounds like a...
Koichi! Younger...
So...
Then support me.
So... That...
You two...
Something you wanted to say?
I know you...
Really?
You know, I said that very... It's not my plate.
Thank you.
Anytime. According to Kini.
If only Tony...
It might be in a few more
Huh? I see. Still, stay safe out there in the night.
We're back! We found Kachina's ancient name, too!
Well, it's fairly complicated. Let me give you the condensed version.
The Fatui again? We can't go anywhere without them causing trouble.
But what if the Fatui finds out you've lost your power? Won't they try to take advantage of the situation?
That's why it has to be our little secret. No one else can know, or we're asking for trouble. Look, I wish I could offer you some sort of consolation, but I won't lie to you. With multiple factions closing in, there's nothing comforting about the situation we're facing. Still, all you need to do is focus on your goal. You can leave the complicated matters to me.
I can also step in on the Pyro Archon's behalf. There's a limit to what I can accomplish, but I'll help you however I can.
There's no need to be so modest, Yan-san. Your incredible strength has long been a well-known fact. You're the pride of your tribe.
Archon, I'm sorry about before. You have so much on your plate, so much that you have to worry about. But all I could do was focus on my own feelings.
You have nothing to be sorry about. We all get overwhelmed by our emotions, myself included. Your reaction to Kachina's disappearance, I understand that feeling very well. Well, Now that we have Kachina's ancient name, let's go track her down. Follow me.
What is this place? Hey, isn't that Atea's talisman?
Good eye. This is where I store all the various mementos I've collected.
Whoa. I've never seen this place before. There's so many things in here.
It looks like there are items from every tribe. Collecting them must have taken a lot of effort.
I suppose you could think of it as a hobby of sorts. In NATLAN, everyone grows up listening to the stories of heroes. And physical items do a far better job of preserving those stories than our own memory. Now, I still have some preparations to make for the ceremony, if you're curious.
All right, Bob. Hey, there's a fishing rod here.
That's right. He and I met in a tavern. In his eyes.
So, did he do it?
The next time he managed to. Can a fisherman claim?
Well, Paimon.
That was my aunt. In the end.
Wait, Deb?
Maybe we can go head to head sometime.
This is a tape.
I'm sure you're familiar with this one already.
There are so many.
No. Yamaya isn't. The tools the contents of the.
Ooh,
grape juice.
Huh?
It's quite tasty, although.
Whoa, that belt is bigger than Paimon's head!
The Collective of Plenty are known for their bodybuilding competitions and contests of strength. The association, and even if a warrior had the strength to put it on, wearing it for.
Sounds like.
So the owner, he would often.
Or he made a lighter version so he could wear it all.
The powder still needs some time to set. Well?
Yeah! If he does
That's right. They demonstrate that
the shape.
Most people perceive time as a linear concept, almost like a straight line that can only move forward. But there's also a different.
What?
Let's say your journey ended right now. Thinking exactly. Take out a portion of that. The future is this. Of course. Humanity excels at living in the present. But while the pilgrimage, and then only by uniting the people of NATLAN to come up with such a set of rules. The first Pyro Archon must have possessed. That's correct. Namely, by holding. In addition.
So it all comes down to the power of the divine. Wait, is that a family portrait?
Yes. That's my mother, father, younger sister, and the little Saurians we raised. I turned a piece of my dad.
Your sister is. Paimon was having a heart. It really doesn't look like there was any.
A little late.
Sorry!
No matter what, becoming the my father made. One time we did. My sister immediately burst into tears. The two troublemakers were going for the meat, but when they saw my sister's distress, they froze on the spot. I still remember the.
Wow.
Isn't that what. As the Archon.
Well, what happened?
I believe she. Anyway, place the ancient name up there, and then we'll begin. Surely as the echoes of life resound through heaven and earth, so too shall our stories remain eternal. Ancient name, take us to your fated bearer. Allow her to answer our call.
hallucinating again?
Kachina, are you okay?
Huh? I'm not seeing things, am I? Is the Abyss playing tricks on me again?
It's okay, Kachina. It's just us. We're trying to find a way to bring you back.
Everyone, you have to listen to me. I've been investigating the Night Kingdom this entire time, and I figured out what's wrong. The Wyab is being affected by the Abyss. I was waiting for the Wyab to send me back, but then this really strong monster came and it almost killed me. The Wyab saved me, even though its power is weakening, so I've been hiding from the monsters while trying to find a way to help. The Night Kingdom has become a huge mess, though. I keep hearing these awful sounds and seeing really horrible things.
Don't listen to those sounds, Kachina. The Abyss is trying to strip you of your sanity. All you need to do is stay safe and wait for us. We'll be there shortly.
It's okay. I feel so much better now that I've had the chance to talk to you guys. You don't need to worry about me. I've never been strong or special at all, really. So I don't blame anyone for forgetting about me or leaving me behind. Just knowing you care is more than enough. I'll find a way back. You don't have to put yourselves in danger to come rescue me.
You're always like this, Kachina. Now's not the time to act tough. We're coming for you, and that's final. I don't know what lies the Abyss has been feeding you, but I'll tell you something right now. Nobody here sees you as a burden. You're a victor of the Night Warden Wars, a hero of NATLAN. All you need to do is wait for us to rescue you, and you'll get all the applause and recognition you deserve.
I'm really scared. Everything's so dark and creepy here. And I want to go home. Still, I don't want you to put yourselves in danger because of me. I don't want to hold anyone back ever again.
All you need to do is place your trust in us, just like you always have. No one fights alone. We're not leaving you behind. Not ever.
Yeah, we're so close. We can't call it quits now.
Looks like we've lost contact. Now comes the most dangerous part. You have to traverse the Night Kingdom in your physical form. This entrance to the Night Kingdom was left behind after an abyssal invasion. Even a brief amount of time inside could expose you to corrosion.
I know. I'm prepared for that possibility.
All right, then I wish you all the best. I'll tell Koichi to be ready just in case. She's very experienced in dealing with abyssal corruption. That face you just made. Don't tell me you two got into another argument.
No, I just feel bad for creating more work for her.
I'll go with them too, Archon. The more people, the stronger the party.
Thank you so much for your help, everyone. It really means a lot that you're willing to brave these dangers with me. And there's no time to lose, so let's get going.
Now that I've lost my power, I won't be able to provide much practical support, but I can still keep an eye on the situation from here. Eon-san, I know it's unlikely, but if you encounter a situation you can't handle...
That won't happen.
I hope not.
I have high hopes for this journey.
The wind rises.
So we're underneath NATLAN right now?
That's because in the distant past, NATLAN was home to an incredibly advanced... Humans only established their own...
So these are Saurian ruins? Wait, you mean like the elemental sovereigns? They had their...
Yes, a really long time ago. Very few records have survived these ruins.
So what you're saying?
No. It's going to be...
It's the pre...
Of course. I'm eager to get started.
Then let's go.
Behold!
Seems like the road ends here. How should we get a...
As a professional trainer, I think you could stand to build up your endurance, Paimon.
Professional trainer? Paimon thought you were a warrior from the Collective of Planning.
Well, that goes without saying. But I actually work as a sports coach. I provide professional guidance for many of NATLAN's popular sports. And I don't just mean physical training. I design nutrition plans as well.
Ah, so basically no sugar, no soft drinks, no... Those guys look familiar.
We've fought them before. Let's go. Show no mercy.
Transfixed!
Whoa, the place we need to go seems really high up.
Stabilize! Solidify!
Laid bare.
This is the final stretch. We just need to climb up, and we'll be there. Nothing to it.
Easy for you to say.
This must be the entrance the Pyro Archon told us about. The one...
Yes.
We actually... Okay, Paimon just needs a sec... Hey! You don't have to drag Paimon! You're pulling too hard!
Looks like we made it. This is the... It looks... That overflow of energy is probably...
From this point forward, everything we know about the real...
Paimon's more worried about how we're gonna make it out. He obviously can't go back the way...
Do you see that patch of light on the ground? It's shining down from...
Oh yeah, right in front of us. So that's coming from up there?
Just like I said, our real... If this was the real world, we'd...
That's it? Right.
So that means all we need to do is find...
Exactly. This light...
Yeah.
Those are all manifestations of abyssal power.
Ghost! A talking ghost!
Calm down, I'm here to help. You're the ones who helped Vichama, right? Yes, I'm Vichama's friend, Malco. It's like it was... I'm sorry I can...
No, we should be the ones apologizing. But we had to...
Of course. Under the power of... Turns out even our...
Whether in triumph...
Exactly. That... You're looking for a young... I'd like to help her while I'm... Be careful.
Paimon didn't realize it had gotten this bad.
It's like a seething volcano ready to engulf our world at any moment.
Ouch!
Quick, get back here. Stick close to me. My power will be able to ward off attacks for the time being. We won't be able to keep this up. Let's try another route. This way. Not good. More monsters.
We shouldn't waste our time on them.
Oh, Paimon can't see anything!
It's easy to get lost here. Just stick close.
Did you hear that?
What?
Never mind. It was probably just my imagination.
Don't scare Paimon like that!
I heard it too. It was a voice from the abyss.
What did it say?
Doesn't matter. It certainly doesn't harbor good intentions.
Paimon just heard it too! Let's keep going. Paimon wants to get out of this place!
We're here, Kachina!
Oh, honey? You made...
Looks like our reunion will have to wait until we take care of the...
Good idea. Let's go.
Gather!
Wretched vermin!
You're here. You're finally disappear from the Wyap's power help.
Had a girl.
Should we start heading back then?
Actually,
That was the pyro.
In the Night Kingdom, there are 6 main totem poles. You can think of them, there are but if a proxy...
Judging by the current situation,
still, we can't just leave the Wyap to suffer. It's
I agree. Getting rid of the monster might...
Kachina? What's...
Nothing.
maybe we really should...
No, I'm fine. Just up ahead.
Listen to me, Kachina. Well, you don't have anything...
All right.
We've already come up.
Let's go.
I'll stay here and try to stall the Abyss monster.
All by yourself?
It's all right. I don't have much. So go.
Thank you for...
You're a true...
The wind rises.
Wyap? Wyap! I'm back! My friends and I are here to heal you. Wyap, can you hear me? Wyap?
So we were right. The contamination is already too severe. Alright, get ready, everyone! Time to purge the abyssal energy from this place!
Careful. We've got company.
Already?
You really think that puny soul could slow me down? Courage in the face of futility is pure. He tried to get in my way, so I disposed of him. He would have dispersed with. You may have defeated others of my kind in the past, but underestimate. No, the power of the Abyss isn't. I thought this naive little. That is the tragedy of your short lives. Ancient names. The Pyro Archon created those grandiose. Don't believe me? Then ask yourself. Why is the Pyro Archon strong beyond measure, while you, Kachina, remain so pathetically weak?
Kachina! Give me your hand. Feel that? I'm right here next to you.
Thanks, Moalani, because I'm not a...
You're right. But you also couldn't be more...
What?
The courage we have to stand before you and not back. The power lies not in the ideal, but in our commitment to upholding that ideal.
Well said!
Let's go, Kachina. It shouldn't take more than 2 of us to handle an enemy like this.
Sorry in advance, but
There aren't many in...
From the ashes to the flames of redemption!
check this out! That's the one! Clear the area!
Coming!
Off we go. Carving way! Amazing! Need a surfboard?
Let's shred, Sharky! Right here! I can do it!
The flames of redemption! The chain of this world solidified!
We won! We actually won!
That's what he gets for...
Fantastic work, Kachina! Absolutely fantastic! This makes me so... I'm happy too, Moalani! Together we really are unstoppable!
Huh? My ancient name is... glowing? But I thought I didn't bring it with me!
It's probably a projection from the real world. But that doesn't explain why it's glowing all of a sudden.
Wait, does that mean you're...
That was a bold move, diving headfirst into the fire to save your friend, especially in a place so overrun with abyssal corruption. Still, seeing you pull it off was really something. Everything you said was exactly right. As isolated individuals, we stand no chance against the power of the Abyss. It took years' worth of scars and lots of unnecessary suffering for me to understand that for myself. The Pyro Archon's plan will unite us as one. Everyone has a part to play. Only then will we have the power to defeat the strongest of foes.
Who are you?
Tupac, a warrior from the people of the Springs. I fought against the Abyss during the invasion 500 years ago.
I've heard that name before. You were the giant who saved all of NATLAN.
Since you were able to awaken my words from your ancient name, that means you have fully embodied the aspirations of the Wayab. Under the name Umoja, you shall unite the tribes and save NATLAN from its impending doom.
Me?
As long as blood still runs through your veins, even the tiniest spark of steel against stone can ignite a flame. Its blaze will become one with our vision for NATLAN. Even amid everlasting darkness, our bonds remain eternal.
What's wrong, Moalani?
So many memories. My brain was just flooded with everything he once knew. So that's what happened.
What do you mean? Did you just figure something out?
500 years ago, they foresaw the very crisis we're facing now. Efforts to save NATLAN started all the way back then.
We can go over the details once we get back. We shouldn't linger here longer than we have to. I know bits and pieces, but I had no idea Mualani was also part of the plan.
This sounds like something that's going to need a lot of explaining. Let's focus on saving the Wayab first. Okay, that should be enough. Wayab? Can you hear me?
I hear your voice, Kachina, my dear child.
Great. Well then, I'm afraid it's time to say goodbye. I just wanted to make sure you were okay before we leave, but we can't afford to stay here any longer. I was going to ask why you bestowed an ancient name upon someone like me, but it's okay. I'll keep searching within myself for the answer. I'll never stop trying to improve my strength. One day, I'll live up to the hero you saw in me.
You are already an outstanding child in my eyes, Kachina. No matter what happens.
Huh?
You are all my most beloved children. It has always been my honor to protect and nurture you. Your ancient name is just that. A name. Much like your parents chose to name you Kachina, I also gave you a name, but it need not define you. Focus on who you want to be. You are already worthy of your name. Now, you need only devote yourself to becoming a better you. The story of your ancient name is for you to continue. Just like your parents, my love for you will never change. No matter...
Thank you, Wayab.
It gladdens me to see the Pyro Archon's plan move another step towards completion. But it is time for you to leave this place. The situation here is getting worse. Go now, my children. Save NATLAN on behalf of all you hold dear.
I know we've never met before, Wyabb, but I just wanted to say thank you for encouraging Kachina. It was exactly what she needed to hear.
Whoa! What's going on? An earthquake?
We're out of time. It's the power of the Abyss. Quick, we need to run!
It's a Seelie! The Seelie opened the way for us! The opening in the sky! It's closing!
We need to hurry, or we'll be stuck here! Watch out for the falling rocks! Quick, through the middle! Come on, faster!
We'll never make it!
You've done well. Now come home.
We're back! The Pyro Arc. But she's not here. Yeah, didn't she say?
She's still in the speaker's chamber.
So you're saying
Every great display of... You must feel terrible, Kachina. Let's get back to the stadium. The Pyro Archon.
I recommend getting a full checkup.
Paimon feels okay. What about you, Traveler? Right. You always seem to...
Let's get going. We need to share what we learned in the Night Kingdom as well.
Right.
I'll let her explain everything. We're all a part of the plan now. Every move we make from here...
Too slow.
Huh.
It's good to see you all here in one piece. I know you must have...
Thank goodness you... Take a seat, everybody. All right. I have to say, though...
She's always been special like that.
Given the current situation, that'd be...
Of course.
Thank you, Koichi.
All right. Just give it time.
Yeah.
All right. I'll get straight to the point. NATLAN is on the verge...
Huh?
No.
That's right. Our looming...
Mulan told us it was
500, unlike the other. The battle against the Abyss, even then, and still.
Why?
The problems immediately up, but at that time, our civilization, if we didn't bring... So, the Ark...
So that's after finding Kachina. Since the plan was mentioned, but there's still something I don't understand.
Huh? But that doesn't make any sense!
That's right. A god can extend, but, as we all know, a human life only by
So, in other words, this is your...
Yes. If the NATLAN of the the goal was once a tribe, the chosen would...
So that means...
That's right. After your adventure in the...
So in other words...
Yes. The 6 heroes accept once again it...
Just like how the...
Exactly. It's just enough if we want to... So, I've... Currently, Shilonen of the Children of Echoes, Kinich of the Scions of the Canopy, and Iansan of the Collective of Plenty have all been acknowledged by their names. During your adventure, you too earned the acknowledgement of your Wayab Mualani. In the process, you gained the memories stored within your name.
But we have less than a year!
Yes, but we have no choice. We cannot start the plan until all the heroes have been gathered. That's also why I haven't been able to take action despite the urgency of the situation.
But if you knew this whole time, why didn't you just tell me about my role in all this? Wouldn't that make everything go a lot faster?
Perhaps, but the opposite could also be true. Knowing your destiny too early could mean failing to realize your full potential. Just like your
So I suppose you're not going to...
That's right. Their time is yet to come. Putting pressure on them beforehand will only... I can only try. I have never believed I could solve this crime. NATLAN's salvation lies not in its Archon or any singular individual, but in us all. You're quite perceptive, aren't you? I thought I might get away with avoiding the topic.
Huh? Oh, right!
Even though I sacrificed my power, I still needed a contingency plan to ensure you would make it back from the Night Kingdom. After all, I was the one who allowed you to take that risk, and Mualani has an important role to play in my plan. In addition to their sentimental value, the items I stored here held a much more important purpose. Fuel.
Fuel?
Yes. The stories embodied by those items are... Over time, they became on their own. By burning those items, I was able to activate the... It was a rather crude approach.
Wait, what? That's exactly why I dragged you all here. No matter what. Oh.
You have nothing to be sorry for. And then, it would... Besides, if they knew those items...
Even when you...
the people and the event, if you still have your deeds will become...
Well...
Now that Kachina has returned, we can all use the rest, that's for sure. Plus, try not to let it get to you. It's important to stay... Alright.
When I was young, I used to sit by the hot springs and listen to the stories of warriors from all over NATLAN. They attract people from all walks of life. Friends come easy here, no matter what tribe you're from. The people of the springs have never claimed the hot springs as their own private property. They are there to bring all hot spring buddies together. It's been really nice, seeing the children of my tribe get older. It's helped me gradually understand the true value of the springs. I've witnessed their energy, their determination, their absolute passion for life. Even when they cause trouble, I never managed to hold on to my anger for long. It's unbelievable how quickly they worm their way back into my good graces. I'm certain Mualani will become a great warrior when she grows up. She possesses infinite potential. I can see it. One day, when I'm no longer in fighting form, I'll come here and tell stories to all the children, just like those warriors did for me. So, you better get busy, Pyro Archon, or I'll end up running out of stories.
Our nation is engulfed in darkness. Our tribes stand divided, and yet you promise victory in the distant future. The Abyss is a cunning enemy, one that I faced in battle many times. Were that not the case, I would never understand exercising this degree of caution. My rage will never know absolution, and my power will no longer aid you in victory. But you came to me because you knew you could convince me with just a single sentence. I understand your choice. The heroes of today will forge the path ahead with blood and fire. Just remember to earn us the victory we are owed. Otherwise, rest assured, I'll find a way to collect the debt. For NATLAN.
So, you're gonna head 500 years in the future to serve as the Pyro Archon again? But what about the you from right now? You're just gonna die?
You can't ask her those questions and expect her to answer, my dear. The decision is hers to make, and she deserves our support. We will do everything we can to rebuild the tribes. Don't you worry. Even across time, we will all do our part to fight for NATLAN's future.
Yeah, Mom's right. We'll always believe in you, sis. Oh, seriously though, Dad should be here. Where is he?
I imagine he didn't know what to say, so he chose not to come at all. Don't take it to heart, my dear. That's just who he is. Just remember, no matter what happens in the future, we will always love you.
I'll come find you one day. I know I can't live that long, but I'll think of something. There has to be a way for us to meet again one day. If there's an answer out there somewhere, I'm gonna find it. So, don't forget about me.
If that's your decision, then you have my full support, Archon.
May our children live to see such a lovely son.
For NATLAN!
No one fights alone.
The rules are my legacy. They shall grant us the strength to overcome the next tragedy.
War forged the 6 tribes, taught us how to fight, instilled in us what it means to love.
Who will be the one to bring this to an end?
We are the inheritors of memory and legend. Those who grew alongside sun and wind. Those who forged our own destiny and future. That is NATLAN's fire. The lifeblood of our nation.
Koichi! You here for the victory feast too?
Oh, no. It's not.
Ah, well.
She didn't cause any trouble.
Yeah, she was.
That's good.
Is there a reason you asked?
Maybe it seemed on her impulse.
So what you're saying is.
Okay, anyway.
What?
No way. Chaska never. I appreciate the. Oh, and if you ever need a doctor, you know who to find.
Ah. Who would have thought there was a deeper reason, but in the end, it's all the abysses.
Let's give a huge round of applause to our brave young warrior, Kachina!
Woohoo! Well done.
I always knew you could do it.
You're one to talk. Don't think I didn't know you.
I had no.
Oh, really? So you weren't just trying to.
I wasn't. When he insisted on repaying the.
But the fact of the matter, I'm really sorry, Kachina. It was wrong of us to abandon you like that.
It's amazing.
So,
Our team captain
Sir.
Alright. Dear friend, firstly, I'm grateful to this traveler and her companion Paimon. They've agreed to let me learn from. And let's not forget my good friends, Moalani, Chaska, Kanich, and Ayan-san. They all helped the trap. They too deserve to be called our heroes. So.
Well said!
I'll drink to that. To be honest?
Well, you better get used to it!
Hey, please.
Ah, you're here. You look like you've still got questions. Because the thought of you could just imagine it. I couldn't make. Besides, every generation will have its heroes, this one included. Or.
Paimon suddenly remembered.
Yes, it was. From what I've been able to piece together, she played. Still, it was an You feel lost. This is a war. And there can be no war without loss. The people of NATLAN look to me as their Archon.
Yeah!
I suppose, even if the future ends in this is a pivotal moment. Well, 3, to be precise. There's one further hero who I'm hoping to get on my side, whatever it takes. Your resistance, if you agree.
Ancient names?
They can. Possessing an ancient, the Ode of Resurrect, just like in the Night Kingdom, I will be there for you. That is a promise I will fulfill at all costs. This.
Yeah,
Wonderful. We've never fought.
My lord, we've received word that the Pyro Archon has lost much of her power. Although your injury complicates things, this is most certainly the opportune time to seize the Gnosis.
Victory and defeat are rules, not outcomes. I have never taken advantage of an opponent in a time of weakness, and I don't intend to start now. As for you, I must confess, I did not expect that little trick of yours to save the day.
No matter how dense the fog, as long as the sun remains, we cannot turn day into night. She could have dispelled it. She simply chose not to. You don't have much time, and you're injured on top of that. What do you plan to do next?
I'm beginning to see just how useful you may turn out to be. You heard something from here, didn't you?